Hello, welcome to the daily English news program on Azərbaycan Televiziya with the most important events of the day. I am your host, Ilham Məmmədov. President of the Islamic Republic of Iran, Sayyid Ibrahim Raisi, congratulated President Ilham Aliyev on the 30th anniversary since the establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries. The head of state of Iran emphasized that Iran and Azerbaijan experience sincere ties and friendly neighbor relations based on the mutual respect thanks to the will of both people and political leadership of the two states. Luckily, political and economic relations between our countries, as well as the ties in transport, energy, culture, and other similar fields are in the tendency to develop, stated Sayyid Ibrahim Raisi, and added this was confirmed by the 15th meeting of Iran-Azerbaijan Intergovernmental Joint Economic Cooperation Commission. President of Iran expressed his confidence that the relations between the two countries will develop on all tracks, especially in the fields of economy and trade, for the benefit of our people. Iran positively views the expansion of relations with Azerbaijan, both in terms of quality and quantity, and is ready to deepen bilateral, regional and international cooperation with this neighbor country. Sayyid Ibrahim Raisi stressed that Iranian companies are ready to effectively cooperate with Azerbaijani companies within the framework of the projects implemented in the territories liberated from the occupation. April 1st marks the 6th anniversary of glorious April battles. These battles, which lasted from April 1st to 5th, 2016, were the beginning of our path to victory in the patriotic war. When the frontline positions and settlements of Azerbaijan came under heavy artillery fire by the Armenian armed forces, the units of our army bravely prevented the provocations with a counterattack operation. The Azerbaijani flag waving on the Lalatapa height during the April battles means the liberation of Çocuk Marjanli from the occupation. The April battles dispersed the mist of impassable Armenian trenches that the occupying forces had been saying for many years. More than 320 Armenian servicemen were killed in the 4-day battles. With the victory in these battles, the Azerbaijani army took control of the main strategic routes. Above all, the April 2016 battles were the footsteps of the 44-day patriotic war. On the 6th anniversary of the April War, we commemorate our hero martyrs with gratitude and will lift the pride of this day again. Improvement of cooperation mechanisms for activation of global efforts on demining, joint participation of government agencies, international community, private sector and civil society in this process, integration of leading experience, innovative methods and technological novelties in this. All these issues are discussed in the Humanitarian Mine Action and Sustainable Development Goals International Conference.
The objective of the Humanitarian Mine Action and Sustainable Development Goals Conference, taking place in Baku on the eve of the International Day for Mine Awareness and Assistance in Mine Action, marked on April 4th, is to attract attention of the whole world to the mine issue on the territories liberated from the occupation. The main goal of Azerbaijan is to provide safe return of the population to the liberated territories. At present, instead of trees, there are mines on the territories liberated from the occupation. Government of Azerbaijan will plant trees after demining these areas. Assistant to the President, head of the Foreign Policy Department of the Presidential Administration, Hikmet Hacıyev stated this during his speech. The exchange of leading experience in the demining sphere and the possibility of application of technological novelties are at the forefront of the conference.
We received landmine maps from Armenia, but the accuracy is only 25%. Our main goal is the safe return of IDPs to their native lands. Surely the speed of this work depends on the cleaning of territories from mines. Azerbaijani government is mobilizing all efforts in this direction. We want to present a model of the country cleaned from mines. This conference can become a platform for funding of demining and integration of innovations. Azerbaijan proposes establishment of a global fund in this sphere.
It was stated at the conference that UN's input into demining of Azerbaijan is highly appreciated.
Cambodia is ready to share its experience in the demining sphere. Cambodia also faced the issue of contamination with mines of its territory and in connection with this received assistance from the UN Development Program. We work in the demining sphere and share experience with other countries, including Azerbaijan. We are ready to participate in demining of territories in the South Caucasus.
Ambassador of the UK to Azerbaijan, James Sharp, noted that UK will send leading mine action experts to Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijani's internally displaced persons dream of returning to their native lands, and we support this desire. Therefore, we support the restoration of territories liberated from the occupation. In Ağdam, there are special British-made drones for detecting mines. The pace of restoration work in the territories liberated from the occupation is admirable.
Within the framework of the event, memorandums of understanding were signed between the Azerbaijan Mine Action Agency and 4 different structures from Turkey, Russia, and Slovenia. The event, attended by about 150 delegates from 34 countries, is a unique platform for discussion and cooperation for world-renowned humanitarian demining organizations and international experts. This conference can also become a platform for mine action funding and innovation. Azerbaijan is open for cooperation, and this has once again been confirmed. Also on the agenda was the problem of a small funding allocated for demining at the international level. The issue of activation of international funds in this direction has become topical. The conference confirmed that Azerbaijan, where more than 3,000 mine victims have been registered, wants to become a unique model, a mine-free country. The envisaged Global Trust Fund could support the mining projects in Azerbaijan and facilitate the involvement of donors in the process. This means that expansion and strengthening of the humanitarian demining operation in the liberated territories and return, which can be soon.
The U.S. Marshall Legacy Institute has agreed with the Azerbaijani government to donate mine detection dogs for mine clearings. The statement came from U.S. Ambassador to Azerbaijan, Lee Litzenberger, while responding to the questions of journalists on a visit in Lankaran. The ambassador said that mine detection training for these dogs is an expensive activity. The Azerbaijani government has undertaken nearly half of the cost of purchasing and training of mine-sweeping dogs. The rest will be paid by the U.S. government. Reconstruction of Khankendi gas supply system is envisaged. The statement came from Teymur Jafarov, Chief of New Gasification and Development Department of Azerigas Production Association. According to him, the territories within Karabakh Economic Zone, including Khankendi, was gasified and infrastructure was established in the 80s by Azerbaijan. During the subsequent occupation, a large part of that infrastructure was destroyed by Armenians. Those areas are sovereign territories, the ancient historical lands of Azerbaijan, and works on the gas infrastructure there can only be carried out by Azerbaijan. Azerigas has carried out some repair work on the gas supply pipeline to Khankendi. Currently, the city is supplied with natural gas. In the next stages, it is envisaged that the gas infrastructure in all those areas will be fully reconstructed, meeting the modern requirements. April 2nd is World Autism Awareness Day. Towards that end, the State Committee for Family, Women and Children held a meeting with families having children suffering from autism. Children were examined by psychologists and parents were provided with psychosocial services. It was noted that such meetings are held regularly to protect the rights of children. Psychologists said that people should also be sensitive to the inclusion of children with distinct conditions into the society. That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.